The title of whoever comes in as our next gaffer is important, and I'm going to go through it now and the reason why it's important. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'd much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm. Sharing gets in front of people facing. Subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when videos go live. And so, Sheffield Wednesday, as we all know, are in the search of who wants to be a manager or head coach of Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. Now, this is the important part here, where this is where it gets really interesting of what Chansiri wants. Now, there are differences between manager and head coach. The key difference is if you want a manager, has complete control over his staff, transfers and player contracts, unless, of course, they're working under a meddling owner, which could be Chansiri. While a head coach just trains and picks the team, while the owner or director of football takes pressure off them by dealing with the rest. Now, as a manager, you are fully responsibility for it all, from everywhere. But if you're a head coach, your department is just the players. You are dealing with the team, and that is it. Now, if you are a head coach, you've got the thing where you can, if things are not going right, you can go, well, I didn't sign these players, I didn't have the right backroom staff, and all that kind of stuff. And it's one of these things, we've seen things like this before, where people have been a head coach and a manager. And it's interesting that we have to go through this kind of situation where what Chansiri wants could be he wants a head coach and not a manager. So he wants to be in control of the transfer, player contracts, all that kind of stuff, and just want a head coach. Now, Carlos was a head coach. I think Carlos was a head coach when he came in. If you look at the name of Lukai was a manager and not a head coach. And it's that whole thing where I'm just looking up how we worded it when people have come in. So again, Steve Booth was manager kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's interesting trying to have a look at what they say in terms of what their role is when they come in. Are they put as a manager or are they put as a head coach in how they're announced to the club? Again, so he was a manager again. So it was manager for Gary Monk. And I think the only one we have which was head coach was actually Carlos. Because Carlos came in as, if I remember correctly, he came in as the statement read as head coach, if I remember correctly. And the interesting thing here is that, yeah, Carlos appointed head coach at Sheffield Wednesday. So the rest have probably been managers to try and get us through that little hump. And if that's the case, they have more control than a head coach did, like Carlos had. I think the wording is interesting, is how he announces it. If he says we're getting a head coach, we know all that person's going to be involved with is the first team, the training, and that's it. Everything else is going to be done by Chansiri and someone else. If we get a manager, they're going to have a say in what gets done and how everything can run from contract to players, unless Chansiri want to go in there and help out. I say help out in air quotes, but we've seen in the past that he sometimes does that. Look at Darren Moore in January, wanted 4 players, got only 1. So I think the wording of head coach and manager is going to be interesting to what Chansiri wants. It'll be interesting to see how it goes from there. Like, when Pochettino was at Southampton, he was manager. He was responsible was only for the coach, not only coach the team. With Tottenham, he was a head coach, and as a head coach, he was the head of the department to train the team, and that was it. So again, wording of how this comes out is going to be very, very important. Does Chansiri want a head coach, or does he want a manager? There is a difference in terms of say. For me, head coach and manager, in terms of what they are either side, there is a difference. For me, I think the term just gets thrown around as this is the coach of the team, and then it goes to manager as well. But I will be interested to see what happens with this. Is he wanting a manager, or is he wanting a head coach?